And then there is the New York Halloween Parade itself. All you need to march in the parade is a costume. Over 50,000 New Yorkers join in, and another 2 million watch. Many of the costumes are controversial, and sometimes the parade is not exactly suitable for children. I run into the man who makes all the giant puppets, the puppet master himself. Are you happy with your spider?
I love it. Well, I'll tell you, all of these guys, the rabbit, the other tricksters, the crow, they're doing things we never imagined they could do, and that's what happens every time. No, it's a question of the surprise that lies dormant in the puppet.
This parade is mad.
It isn't all pretty. It isn't all glamorous. Sometimes you're in a holding pattern. You gotta get off now. I need the guy in the umbrella off. I need you off. If you're not wearing pink or orange, get off the float. Those that are wearing pink and orange can come on the float. And I am serious. I think we're ready to rumble. Are we ready to dance? Let's go plunge.
The Halloween Parade holds a special place for New Yorkers. In 2001, the parade was going to be canceled after the attack on the World Trade Center, but the mayor made the decision that the parade should go on. He felt it was very important for the spirit of the city to have something for the people to do together, something that was not based on anything but community and spirit. That year, after the attack in September, the parade's theme changed to become a symbol of rebirth from the ashes for the city, a symbol that everyone could look at and have some sense of hope and peace in their hearts. Because the city was devastated, so the new symbol was the phoenix. But no one knew until the last minutes whether the parade would take place. Everything was being canceled in the city. Then, on October 25th, the mayor said that the parade must go on. So they did the parade in a very devastated area of the city. The Trade Center was gone. And behind the parade, you could still see the smoke billowing from Ground Zero, and the fires still burning, alight with white lights, and in front of it, the symbol of the parade, a beautiful baby phoenix. That year, when the parade started, no one was breathing. Usually there's this big yell. There was dead silence. You could hear a pin drop. Then the band played New York, New York, but instead of playing it fast, they played it as a dirge. No one was breathing. People were standing apart, and then after marching for about half of a block, everyone was in this rapt silence, and the world press was there, and everyone was thinking, what was New York going to do? Were they going to spring back? Were they going to crawl into a hole? So this was the night that New York was going to go on. Everyone was there to watch it. Then the parade went about half a block, and then the band started to pick up the pace of the music, and they turned it into this incredible Dixieland song, and then everyone started opening up, and you could almost hear everyone take a breath, and then the people started to laugh and cheer. By the end of the night, it was quite convivial. People were out in the street again. They were going out to dinner. They were relaxing. For many people, it was the first time they had left their apartments since the attack happened. And for everyone who was there, it was an act of courage. Because everyone talked about how they were afraid to go out on the street, but they decided that they had to do it. They had to do it for their community, for their hearts, for their souls. They had to be there. Everyone who was there had made this big commitment to do it. This year, the parade organizers returned to the theme of the Phoenix and dedicated the parade to the survivors of Hurricane Katrina. New Orleans joined in with a jazz funeral and Mardi Gras floats. The grand marshal of the parade is Glenn Hall, a 12-year-old jazz musician who lost his trumpet and home in Katrina. The parade ends with thousands of partygoers spreading out all over town. For a few hours, the streets of New York City look as if a giant costume shop is having a fire sale. On the street, in restaurants and coffee shops, the French court roams around freely. A devil marches down Fifth Avenue. There's John and Yoko. A Catwoman transvestite reclines in a coffee shop. A blinking nun. The police pose with drag queens. Then the crowd moves to Christopher Street, the gay part of the city, where the parade originated. The crowds take over the street. The police stand by, nervously watching, then clear the area, forcing the last partygoers onto the sidewalk. All that is left are some college students with balloons and an oversized check for $1 million, and a man walking down the street with a parrot on his head and a snake around his neck.